There's always a moment in our lives when nothing seems to work, no matter how hard you try. One of my videos blew up, literally, overnight, and I gained thousands of new subscribers. But now, I'm stuck. Every new video I post barely hits 1,000 views. But I know it will be over soon. Over 16 years in business, I've hit rock bottom multiple times and kept going, until I made over 5 million from each of my companies. If you feel stuck today when nothing seems to work, keep watching. Because this is what I do to keep going when everything feels impossible. Okay, the problem is this: when nothing seems to work, what should I do? Life works like this. This is what I call an S-curve. We get excited about that new opportunity. We start working, a couple of months goes by, and reality hits. Oh, this is a lot harder than I thought originally. We get depressed, reality has hit. There are all of these challenges that we didn't know even existed in the beginning. Some people, they quit, get excited about a new opportunity, and keep repeating this same vicious cycle every 6 months for 20 or 30 years and wonder why they never get any results. This is what we are after today in this video. New reality, how do I keep going when I hit the slump here? What are the things that I need to pay attention to? In my case, as I referred to in my intro, my YouTube channel subscriber count hit a 30,000 wall. Nothing seemed to work, and I fell for the same thing myself, even though I had gone through this so many times with my companies in the past. And I thought I was really good at it, overcoming all of those hurdles and keeping my eye on the ball. But still, I was paying too much attention to those vanity metrics. How many likes, how many comments, how many subscribers. Okay, so the problem is the slump here in the middle. Many of us quitting and repeating this vicious 6-month cycle for 20 or 30 years. The question was, how do I get to the other side so that I can face the new reality and keep going no matter what? The solution is this: it requires a mindset shift. Focus on the work, meaning you identify what those winning actions are, and you keep repeating those on a daily basis. And you ask yourself at the end of the day, did I empty my tank? Did I do what I was supposed to do today? And that is the same as success. Why would we even worry about those daily results? If we know that if we just keep going, we can get over this slump here and get to a new height. So it's not a matter of if, it's a matter of when that happens. So if we can eliminate that if from the equation, isn't that easier for us to then do it? It should be, because in the long enough time horizon, we always get what we deserve. We focus on the inputs, meaning the actions, and the outputs will always be there. So knowing that it's always going to be like an S-curve, so there will be this hard time here. In my case, the first one I faced was roughly after a year I started. I hit a wall at 30,000 subscribers, and my view count, my likes were down, everything was down. And I found myself obsessing over the results again. I was like, what the heck am I doing? I was actually hoping for this to get tough. I have the tools in my toolbox, so why don't I just reset my mind and focus on what's relevant, focus on the work. And that's what I started doing. But I had to go through that 2 weeks of rough times, questioning my abilities and seeing, okay, did I peak? Is this it? People don't like me anymore. That's natural. We are all humans because we like that instant reward, that instant feedback from everybody around us. But knowing that focusing on the work is the solution makes it so much easier down the road. So what helped me through this? I mentioned my tools in my toolbox and my mindset shift. One of my absolute favorite things in life is the so-called happiness formula that I use all the time. When things don't go as planned, it humbles me. I get to see what truly matters. I simplify everything. I get to reflect on what just happened. And that humility opens the door to gratitude. I get to practice being grateful, and ultimately that leads to a happier life. I stopped obsessing over metrics, those likes and those subscribers, and I simply asked myself, am I better today than I was a week ago or 2 months ago? And regardless of all the subscriber issues or views and likes, I knew that deep down I'm getting better all the time, and that's what truly matters. Focus on the work. Are you a better version of yourself today versus yesterday? If the answer is yes, that's the only thing that matters at the end of the day. Next, I want to introduce my top 5 tools to face adversity, to overcome any slump in life. Number one, face the tough stuff. Don't sweep anything under the rug. If you numb the bad, you also numb the good. Something feels bad today? Good. That might be the best thing ever. Because usually people, they connect what feels bad to something that must be bad for us. And I think it's the total opposite. Okay, my view count or my number of subscribers hit a wall. Let it sink in. Embrace that feeling. Don't numb the bad. Experience the full spectrum of emotions in life, always. Face the tough stuff right away, ASAP. Number two, list what scares me. Usually if you think about business or personal development, what we are avoiding, what feels scary, are the things that we should be doing on a daily basis to get better. Make a list and start doing those things. Zoom out. What does it mean? It means that anything that feels impossible today, super hard, let's take a longer, wider perspective. Instead of a week, what about a year or 10 years? Ask yourself, am I going to worry about this thing when I'm 90? And the answer is probably no. So put things into perspective and don't stress about those small things that don't truly matter. Am I better today than yesterday? Did I empty my tank? Did I complete the tasks that I was supposed to? What about compared to 2 weeks ago? Are my video skills better? Am I presenting my ideas in a more clear and concise way? If the answer is yes, it doesn't matter how many views you got now, because in the long run, you always get what you deserve. Number five, nothing is forever. Whatever feels hard, almost impossible right now, that feeling doesn't last. Good and bad, it's not forever. Tomorrow is another day, another opportunity. Now that you know how I apply these principles in my journey, it's time to talk about how you can do the same. So if you feel stuck, like nothing seems to work, I need you to remember 3 things. Number one, it's supposed to be hard. If you're growing your business or you're talking about personal growth, it is supposed to get hard. We all face adversity several times throughout our lifetime. That's expected. That's part of the process. So accept that. That was number one. Number two is that you need to actually be grateful. You embrace the opportunity to get better. When you face difficulties, it humbles you and you're grateful, and ultimately you're also happier as part of that process. So keep taking those risks. Keep going and face the adversity, because that's a blessing. And number three is the most important part. Just focus on the work, because you will always eventually get what you deserve. It's not about that daily result. It's about identifying what the winning actions are and then just keep repeating them. You focus on the process, you commit to it, and you will eventually get what you deserve. Success is not a straight line. There will always be challenges along the way, but don't let that stop you from doing the right things. Face the adversity, do the right things, and keep going. What are the biggest challenges you are facing right now? Let me know. Drop it in the comments below. I would like to hear back from you. Again, that's all for today. Thank you for watching. I know time is your most valuable resource. I talk to you again in the next video. Thank you and bye.